tree limbs on them, trees in the road. It's crazy around here.
So we have been working for about 2 hours now.
Something like that.
We got all our power banks set up to our fridges, our freezers, everything in the house that needed it. But we have lost some limbs right here on this tree. You can see the damage right here.
Gary drove that direction checking on neighbors, and then I went this direction checking on neighbors, and there was a huge tree in the road. There were three older gentlemen trying to clear it. One only had a small electric chainsaw, but he was doing his best. Another lady stopped to help, but we cleared it enough that people could get through. And that lady said on this road there was 2 more with people clearing it. So days like today, it takes all your neighbors, it takes everybody to clear those roads so people can get through, because the county workers, city workers, whatever it is, wherever you live, can't just get out there and do it in no time. So thank your neighbors, and if you see trees that are down, stop and help.
Yeah, it's a mess, but we're thankful because we don't have anything major other than trees down. I think I drove out the pasture earlier and we had about 8 trees down total. And so
I was gonna say the first thing the neighbor right here said, he said, "You don't have any big trees around your house, do you?" We said no, and I said no, and he said, "Me either. That's why I'm always thankful, because nothing can fall in the house." So might be a little too big.
We don't know exactly in Oklahoma what the wind gusts were here, but in Tulsa and around the area, it went 60, 70, 80, 90 miles an hour. And so that's what we're assuming got this because, here, let me get that.
The lady that stopped, she had come from the Tulsa area. She said the more you go towards Tulsa, the worse it is.
The kids are young. You want to walk up there and show them the damage along the way?
Okay.
And I'll just stay down here and keep doing this. Also show them the garden a little bit.
Okay. So the kids are getting ready for church. I told them I would drop them off at Sunday school. Gary and I are going to try to take care of this and then get to church ourselves. But we first have to clean this and fix the fence. So if we went to church and then came home, animals would be out because there's fences down everywhere. So Gary already got this one. All of these limbs were on the Premier One fence. It was completely bent over. Chickens hadn't got out because they didn't realize they could, but had we left it, they would have soon been out. Mazzie's walking down. She's probably asking how much longer till we leave for church. Chickens are good. Coops are good. Hey, Steph, life on the Eddy family farm. It's hard for me to see comments, so Steph's in here. Someone asks or says something important, if Steph will repeat it or something, I'll try to see it. It's easier for me to... Wait. Stephanie, you're not a moderator. Hang on. I was going to say it's easier for me to see people in blue, but hey, sis, you're live. It won't let me make you a moderator. Hey, is Bubba dressed and ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Watch the tree limbs.
Wait, do we miss Sunday school?
No, we don't. Sunday school doesn't start. Hang on, Kevin texted me. Sunday school doesn't start for 15 more minutes. I'll take you in about 10 minutes, okay? Once you go tell Bubba 10 minutes, or what did I say? 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Steph, I was going to make you a moderator so you can help me out, but... Oh, you're fine. You don't have to switch, but why can't I make you a moderator? Fruit trees are a little sideways, but they're good. Oh, sheep tractor. Shelby was down at the pen this morning, and I was like, that's weird. Why is she down there at the sheep pen just standing? One got out. This sheep pen was over here. Wind blew it all the way over there, and somehow Lacey, the little ram, was out. Not sure how, but we got her back in. She wasn't hurt. Now the preacher's texting. You guys covered up? What's that mean? Asleep with a cover over me, Brother Jeff? Or does that mean like covered up with trees? Corn. Oh, the sunflower. The corn should pop back up like it did last time. That one may not recover. Sunflower, definitely not recovering. Man, the corn was doing good too. Oh, shoot. Gary got all the potatoes out yesterday. You know, we'll see how it recovers. People want to know how the animals are. So all animals are good. So hang on. Our preacher texted Gary's phone. He didn't text mine yet. So he said, y'all covered up. Hey, Lori, how's your house? Or you don't have to say if it's a surprise video, but he said, y'all covered up. What does that really mean? Does that mean like covered up with work? I texted another lady at church and told her we may not make it to do the cameras and things, because at first I wasn't sure how long it would take us to get everything clean. I said, but I'm pretty sure no one has electricity, so I guess the church won't be going live. And soon after, the preacher sent out a message and posted on Facebook, the church does have power. So that's crazy because we don't. My sister lives kind of on the other side of town. She don't. But the church is 2 miles down the road and they have it. So that's crazy to me. But this is what we're seeing a lot of. Covered up in trees, I guess so. I should have got a tripod. My arm's getting tired. The goats are real happy because, oh, she's got her head stuck in that. How'd she even do that? Oh, it's a break in the panel. I started to say, how in the world did she get her head through that? But it's a break in the panel. So she'll be all right. And if they get out, they're not going to go anywhere. But Gary was literally saying 2 days ago how big these trees have gotten. When we first moved here, the trees were just about yay high. And we had our rabbits under them. They have gotten so big and they are a great shade. So we're super sad that this one's broke now. Dolly's head's Lori, you want to know something funny? Dolly has not gotten her head stuck since she's been here. Trampoline, some of those have broken off, which some had already broken off, so we'll have to tie that back up. Swings went for a dance, apparently. So Dolly can't get her head stuck in this. And then she knows better than to try the Premier One fence. Dolly and Oreo's out here now. They know better, I guess. So this shelter was right there. The only thing stopping it from going further was this fence. You guys see the playhouse, tiny house, now out in the goat thing that we were trying to get the turkeys to use. It's all but fallen over. Oh, the only thing that stopped it is that half of a tree stump. So we'll go check on that in a little bit. Oh, that's a bunch of water. I think I have my water boots on. And then down here, looks like more trees on the Premier One. We just put the Premier One over there for them to graze. So we'll have to go check that out. If you look down here, you see something broke right there, but luckily that's just in the middle of the field. So Gary drove out. The death layers are perfect. First time this trampoline hasn't flown away. But Gary drove out all the fence lines, like exterior, and all those are fine. It's just these up here by the house and different things that we're gonna have to get fixed. I think he did say back where I deer hunt, some of them have been like uprooted, but they're not on the fence. So Lori, Stephanie, if you see any other comments that I need to check out, let me know. What is she eating? What did you get? Oh, Shelby's got a, yeah, 100-mile-an-hour winds is what was reported. My arm's hurting. At 1 a.m. we started getting alerts saying severe thunderstorm, 100-mile-an-hour winds, debris may be flying around outside. Do not go outside because you could get hurt. And it said take cover in a shelter, but it just kept calling it thunderstorms and winds. I'm like, people call it a tornado so people will take you serious and do something. Yeah, right, Steph or Eddie or Brandon, whoever's on here. I'll show you Joe. He's still got a limp, but he's getting around. Sorry I'm so shaky. My hand's getting tired. But he's getting around pretty good. He's doing all right. But like, if I get an alarm that says severe thunderstorm, I ain't getting out of bed. We get storms all the time. If I get an alarm that says tornado, I perk up a little bit. Oh, okay. Thank you guys for moderating. Tornado, I'm going to perk up a little bit and pay attention. And then when it starts getting bad at my house, I'm going to take some action. But if you just keep telling me thunderstorm, I ain't getting out of bed. But with 100-mile-an-hour winds, maybe you should not just call it a thunderstorm. So no electricity. Electricity's been off since 1 a.m. Like literally as soon as we heard the wind blowing, electric went off. I assume because as it was coming, it damaged power lines. And that's why. So super grateful for all the power banks we have, because the Blue Eddy, we were on the back porch at Marie's. Cool. The Blue Eddy is working these two freezers. I came out this morning and remembered these chicks and their heat plate. So the EcoFlow is doing my brooder heater. We've got, well, I used the Jackery to make coffee this morning. The Olight O station, I think is what it's called, is charging some devices. They're the Anchor. These are all power banks that we have. The Anchor is keeping the living room refrigerator running. And the Dino, I think it's called, is keeping the freezer in the mudroom going. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power banks. No, Jackie, that's the bad news. The eggs in the incubator, I wasn't 100% positive. Gary's gonna be like, what took you so long up there? I sit down for a second. But we've had 2 or 3 thunderstorms since the eggs have been in the incubator. And I'm fairly certain that we lost electricity in the middle of the night when I didn't realize, like it was off, for an hour and we slept through it. So I was already worried about them. And then in the middle of the night when we lost electricity, I didn't think to go plug in a power station, which Gary told me this morning that incubator takes a lot of, like a lot of wattage. Is that what it'd be called? I'm not good with electricity things. So he told me the only way would have been if I went out in the shop and got the bigger ones. So I don't think the eggs are gonna be okay, but we'll see. Our way out, did you guys get anything in Arkansas? And Lori, did you get anything? I didn't see if you said. So lots of text messages from people checking on us and making sure we're good. Let me see. No power, but everyone and hey buddy. And animals are good. So, you ready for church? All right, let me see what time it is. Okay, I got to get them to church, and then I'm going to go finish helping Gary. Oh, Mr. Jingles, you need food. Let's see. Where is his food? His food bucket sits right here. Mr. Jingles, where's your food bucket? I don't know. We'll have to ask Daddy if he moved it. Sorry, Mr. Jingles, it's only dog food. So, that's a ton of water, isn't it? So usually these two Traegers sit over here, and I'm super glad they didn't, because guess what, Ranger? Well, they would have probably messed Daddy's truck up. Go get Mazzy and tell her we're leaving. So this morning when we came out the back door, Gary's truck was parked right here. Boards, trash can, this tote, and other things were just blown over. The boards have some damage to them. Yeah, I know. So I think I know literally, buddy, they were like up Daddy's truck. So the Traegers probably would have hurt his truck pretty bad. But there's some damage. I can't tell if these, like, I don't know if the camera's showing it, but there's like some ripples in it. I can't tell. This is a decal. So I don't know if it's because they were like laying in water because it was pretty wet up here or what happened, but they're still usable, but kind of stinks because they looked really nice, didn't they?
Yeah, right there.
Well, that's weird. Last night when you guys were sleeping and it was doing its thing and me and Daddy were watching, this bell was like boom, boom, boom. The wind was blowing so hard, I was afraid the bell was going to wake y'all up. Did you sleep through every bit of it?
I didn't even know I did.
All right.
More peaceful than.
Whoops. So I'm going to take the kids to church. Gary and I are going to finish up with fences and try to get to main worship service. No electricity, Mazzy. I'm not sure about a shower, and I probably won't go to church like this. I don't know, but we'll see. So be praying for all those who were affected. Thankfully, all the people around us and friends that I've texted, reached out to, everyone's good around here that I know of. But I hear the closer you get to Tulsa, the worse it is. And I'm not sure how far it went because I still didn't see what Lori and Our Way Out said. Lori's and Our Way Out is further east.
Is this
Never
live?
eat shredded wheat. Yeah.
Wait, if you're listening, Abby, I'm saying hi.
Hang on. What do you want to tell Abby?
If you're listening, hi, I missed you.
Someone asked where Ransom is. He happened to spend the night with his aunt last night, so he's not here. So what do you want to tell everybody?
Bye. Wait, I want to keep doing this until Abby says hi back.
Well, we got to get to church.
Okay, bye.
Love you guys.